Hey there, groovy dudes and dudettes, this is Thomper B. Thompin, and in this video I'm going to give you a quick review on the tires that I just purchased for the 2020 Yamaha Kodiak 450. I did replace the stock tires with another stock size tire, and I purchased the Kenda Bear Claw HTRs. So this video is going to be a review of them and mostly a demonstration. I'm going to show you them in action on various types of terrain here. Okay, so here's a close-up of the Kenda Bear Claw HTRs in size. The fronts are 25-inch diameter by 8 inches wide on a 12-inch rim, and the rears are 25 by 10 inches wide on a 12-inch rim. They are radials, so they have a radial construction. They're not bias plies. You can kind of see how the tops are pretty flat, so you get a little bit more contact patch on the ground. Not that radials are bad, or that bias plies are bad, but I was definitely looking for a bit of a change over those stock tires. So I'm running mine at 4.5 PSI in the rear and 5 PSI in the front. They are a little bit stiffer because they have an 8-ply rating, but I can't really find the actual number of plies on the sidewall anywhere. I don't think that matters too much. The rear tires weigh 26 pounds and the fronts weigh 21 pounds. I bought these primarily for use on hard packed trails just like these, and on the East Coast here we ride this ATV for fun, and I also use it for work when I'm like dragging logs through the woods to collect firewood and stuff. But you can see the tread pattern here is pretty aggressive for, I would call this an all-terrain tire. The lugs are 3/4 inches deep, and each lug, the centers and these wide and narrow side lugs, all have dimples in them. So when those wear out, you might lose a bit of traction. You do have some sidewall bite, not too much, but I would say more than your average tire. So here's some action shots. Enough of me chin wagging. We'll get to the fun stuff. folks, here's going to be a little bit of a wrap up and also an introduction to the stock tires that were on this machine when I got it. The stock tires were CST Wild Thang tires. However, these appear to be mass produced by CST, and they don't say Wild Thang on them anywhere. This is the all-terrain version with only a 1/2 inch of tread depth, and overall it's a really good tread pattern. But these things are 2-ply. That's what it says on the sidewall. They are bias plies, which is fine. I just prefer these radials that I replaced them with. But they were just extremely squishy out on the trail, mostly in the corners. So forward traction, reverse traction was actually pretty darn good, and quite acceptable in my books for my kind of riding. Obviously I went from an all-terrain to an all-terrain, so I'm not doing too much mudding. But I mean, you can just see the difference in the tread pattern here. These deeper lugs are gonna bite and grab over a little bit more. I will say though, much like when you air down a truck tire, because these stock tires had so much give to them, they kind of like flatten out and give you that bigger footprint on the ground, so there's a little bit more bite. So the stock tires are perfectly adequate for regular riding. I just wanted something a little bit tougher, a little bit more puncture resistant, and something that would last a lot longer as well. So I'll sell these and hopefully get a few thousand miles out of these Kenda Bear Claw HTRs. Thanks for watching, guys.